Welcome to GearCheckGames. This is part 33 of our commentary for The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD. Last time, we sailed around and didn't really pay much attention to what we were doing, but I think we got our Triforce chart. In this episode, we are going to continue sailing because we still have 7 more shards to get. And I cut out the sailing because we've already been to this island, the private oasis. It is finally time to see what is inside that house now that we have the Cabana deed.
Yeah, it's something far more horrifying than anyone could possibly imagine.
Oh. Sliding puzzle games.
Oh, you didn't have to spoil it, Joe.
Sorry, Dan. Although I'm glad to know that you and I are on the same wavelength as per usual.
I hate sliding puzzles. They trigger my claustrophobia.
Yeah, and they get everywhere.
Or I don't know if claustrophobia is the right term, but like I just hate like not having like the freedom to move things where I want them to.
Yeah, I get that.
I guess it kind of plays into claustrophobia a little bit. I'm like mildly claustrophobic.
Yeah. I just noticed for the first time that like his forearm and hand are 3D, but the rest of him is just a texture.
Oh, what the hell?
Love that little visual. Like, what is this butler? He's just a talking door.
I don't know.
So yeah, this is it. A big, kind of empty room.
Oh,
So,
the amusements of nobility. I don't think this is what nobility does in their free time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know any nobility, but...
Oh boy, he's doing it. The madman.
Yeah. And one summer... Actually, the summer when I initially got this game along with my Wii U...
don't tell me you did all of them.
Okay, I won't tell you I did all of them.
Okay. Good.
But like you said, all you really get for this is rupees, and as we'll see, this does not hold my attention very quickly.
Yeah, God.
Because like if I'm just like kicking back to have some fun with Wind Waker, like I can do a couple of these. Like it's fine. It's fun enough. It's it's just one of these sliding tile puzzles. But like with like the pressure of recording and like trying to trying to make something that's watchable, eventually I realized like, yeah, this just isn't gonna work.
Wait, there's 16 of these that you have to do?
Yes.
Yes.
All of like different characters.
What do you get at the end?
Rupees.
You get to light up all those little lights on the side.
Yay. And the joy of being able to pick anyone you want to do.
Yeah.
Again.
Dan, it's sounding an awful lot like you yourself completed all of these.
I actually didn't. I did a few, and then I was just like, this isn't worth it.
Oh my god, does this mean... Am I more of a completionist than Dan?
Oh
Yes.
God.
God, that's...
I mean, I don't think I ever, I never got all the treasures in this game either.
Well, neither... I've gone for, like, all of the treasure chart-based treasures, but...
I haven't even done that.
Mostly when I... Well, have you 100%ed this game?
I think I've filled out the map 100%, and... I mean, I don't know, I probably got all the heart pieces, maybe, but I didn't, I didn't complete all the treasure charts, or even probably collect all the treasure charts. Yeah, this is one of the few Zelda games that I have not 100%ed.
Really?
Because unfortunately, what 100% entails just didn't really hold my attention at that age.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I mean, you might consider this cheating, but like, I don't consider the Nintendo gallery to be part of the.
Oh, I mean,
100%.
I don't know anyone that's done that.
Like that is just absolute nonsense.
But that is something that I feel like could be fun to like get 100%. Like if I'm just swimming in free time and just have nothing better to do.
If you're, I mean, and like I tried to do it when I was a kid, and this was like the only game I had for a while. It was, you get games like one after the other, and it's just like...
I mean, I tried to do it to an extent, but then like I even went back and got some of the like bosses on New Game Plus.
Yeah.
But I don't think I ended up getting everyone.
Yeah, when I realized there were ones that I had missed and I couldn't like get again, I was just like, You win this round, Wind Waker. Maybe someday.
Yeah, I think I did play this game at least twice, at least 2 or 3 times, like, directly right after, and one after another.
Mm-hmm.
And part of that was, like, doing all the figurine stuff,
What do you even get for getting all the figurines?
Probably nothing.
You get a sense of pride and accomplishment.
Oh god, stop that.
Okay.
That sounds like the reward you get for completing the compendiary in Breath of the Wild.
I have tried to complete the compendium, or whatever. I don't remember if I actually... I don't think I, like, 100% completed it. Probably, like, 95 something completed it. Because I was, like... That was right before I was moving. I was trying to complete the game 100% before moving out to California.
Yeah.
And it was, like, the last night. So...
I guess to briefly address what's happening here, we are in obviously the basement of the cabana. This is one of my favorite areas in the game. I don't know, it's probably gonna sound weird, but like this place to me is equal parts like creepy and kind of cozy. Because it's like, you know, it's like this creepy, dank, like sewer dungeon area under your like private like resort house, but it's also like part of your resort house.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, yeah, people come over, but they don't see like the awesome like creepy basement I have.
Wow, this game even did owning a house before Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is
Did Breath of the Wild have a single original idea? Come on, man. They're just copying Wind Waker wholesale.
God, they even have Link as the main character. Is there a creative bone in that game's body?
You have a Deku leaf? I mean, come on.
Oof. So yeah, going back to this, I remembered it being a lot more disorienting and maze-like in previous playthroughs, but like, as long as you kind of keep track of where you are and where you've been, like it's not super hard to navigate. It just kind of like looks similar.
It's not hard to navigate it as he shows up at the entrance once more. Oops.
Well, I was just getting my bearings. Like this could have gone worse. What the hell?
Oh, hi, Redeads.
Yeah, that's another thing. There are zombies in the basement of this cabana. So, I guess draw your own conclusions on that one.
Uh-huh.
Is it a graveyard or a cellar?
And, like, they knew, you know...
These were the previous... The teacher just has, like, this stack of cabana deeds that she hands out to people. And then, like, people inevitably find this underground area, and then...
It's... Oh my god, it's because notice how you enter that room by, like, dropping down a pit with no ladder.
Yeah.
It's like the Rancor pit. Link is, like, food for the Redeads.
She's actually like the real big bad of this game.
Yeah, she's like the crime lord of the Great Sea.
Yeah, Gandalf's
Jabba
just
the teacher.
like a distraction.
To
draw your attention away from this real threat, who's building up this army of undead to take over the Great Sea.
She's teaching the children to do her bidding.
If you got trapped in that room and couldn't crawl through that tiny space, you would just like perish in there.
Yeah. Or if you came down here and didn't have a cartoonishly large mallet to open the cage doors.
Yeah.
Well, at least Link would have died in the comfort of his own home.
Of his own cabana.
Also, the targeting on the rats in this area is really wonky, because like you can often target them like through walls. Because this whole room is just one big... God, that actually just occurred to me right now. This whole basement area is just one big connected room.
Yeah.
It's kind of neat.
I still want to know why she had a Triforce in her basement.
Well, I'm guessing the teacher... I just noticed the maid butler, like, on the side with, like the pigtails. That was fun. But yeah, I'm guessing the teacher, in reality, I'm guessing the teacher has no idea any of that is down there. And it's just like some ancient, like, prison or something.
I mean, as we've established, she is the big bad of this world, so of course she'd be collecting the Triforce pieces.
Yeah, you know, to give herself ultimate power or whatever. Are you guys ready for a massacre?
So she can secure all the joy pendants for herself. What are you doing?
I am looking at the Wii U gamepad.
You're not even looking at the TV.
Anyway.
Nope.
You did it.
And we found the treasure inside his character model. He's still there. Still watching us. Wow, they said this version was HD, but look at those textures, am I right? Alright, let's make like a banana and
this whole
split.
not getting knocked out of your boat thing has made you soft, Joe.
Yeah.
You've grown complacent.
Yeah, we talked about that, didn't we? How in the original version, any damage sustained in the boat would, like, send you flying out of it.
Uh-huh.
God. I actually haven't been back to the original for a full playthrough since the HD version came out, and,
I haven't either, and I don't even own the HD version.
Though I do prefer that game's visual style on the whole. Like I said, I think the gameplay enhancements of the HD version ultimately like win out over it.
Yeah.
Plus, it looks a little bit sharper.
Well, yeah, I mean it's HD as opposed to not HD, but I just mean in terms of like the lighting and shadows.
Now, you know what would have really brought this game over the edge? If they would have replaced some of the rupee rewards with Miiverse stamps.
Don't worry, Dan. Eventually, they learned from their mistake with the legendary remaster that is Twilight Princess HD.
Yeah. Where the biggest change to the game was adding stamps for Miiverse.
And they decided, in their infinite wisdom, to make the horse controls worse for absolutely no reason.
I'm still mad about that port.
Like, that's one of the most... like, one of the most well-received things about Twilight Princess was, like, the way the horse controlled. And they just... Why did they make it so stiff?
I love how, in the, like, most previous era of Nintendo, like, we got 2 Zelda ports that were worse than the originals. We got Majora 3D and Twilight HD.
Well, no, don't you know, Trey? Majora 3D is better because finally I can play this version, not like that crappy N64 version.
Yeah, you don't have to wait for days to pass. You don't have to figure out where to shoot the ice arrows on your own.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say I'm not gonna complain about them like allowing you to like skip ahead to certain times because like, you know, there are times when you are just like sitting around waiting.
But that's part of the magic.
I will complain about the fact that they added 2 fishing holes to that game for the purpose of like killing time. And yet they also gave you the ability to skip to any point in time that you want, where it's like either do one or the other. Like you're undermining yourselves, Nintendo.
But see, you don't have to worry about killing time anymore, because you'll kill plenty of time just swimming.
And trying to figure out how to defeat Moldorm or Twin Mold. Sorry.
Oh god, not figuring out how to defeat him, just going through the cutscenes of swinging them around.
Dude, I timed out the first time I fought that boss. I was so mad.
Wait, you ran out of magic?
I had to get all the stray fairies again.
Oh man.
Oh.
Because I didn't know the boss was gonna take me like the rest of the cycle.
Yeah. But that is not an easy dungeon to get all the fairies in either.
No, it's not.
Like you have to flip it twice to get all the fairies.
That's my thing with some of these remasters. It's
oh
like,
god, I forgot that was the stone tower. Yeah, that is a pain to get through again.
Yeah.
To get all the stray fairies.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like when you're remastering a game, like you can make changes to it, but like don't force them on people. Because, like, if that's the version of the game that gets preserved or, like, re-released going forward, then that original version is just lost to people who don't have, like, copies of it.
Yeah.
But see, it doesn't become a problem if they just keep it available on Virtual Console, right?
Yeah, that service that they still offer.
Hey,
Man, I know. I talked about like how I liked this Triforce quest and like exploring around the Great Sea, but it is really bringing out the saltiness in me.
Right. we've been given too much free time.
See, this is the thing when I don't have something I like to focus on.
You start
to
talking about things you
complaining.
don't like.
Yeah, that's my secret. I'm always angry.
I'll bring it back to the game a little bit. The symbol on the doors kind of looks like the weird alien-looking thing that the dad in Evangelion has in his hand at the very end.
I don't remember this.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I forget I'm a massive weeb.
I mean, I've seen Evangelion. I just don't remember like a weird alien larva thing in his hand.
That atom thing that he gets in the briefcase.
Or is it like a fossil or an actual alien or something?
Well, yeah.
It kind of looks like.
I mean, like, is it like a living alien thing or is it like a fossilized thing?
I think it's the fossil version. I'd have to look it up.
Okay, I feel like I kind of maybe remember him holding like a fossilized thing.
Yeah, it's
but
another...
not like an alien squirming around in his hand. Because I feel like that would have stuck out to me.
Guys, it's spiral energy, okay?
Right. Hey, same creators, so... Or creators, I should say. I don't think Anno worked on.
Yeah, I always forget that.
I don't think Anno worked on Gurren Lagann.
Mm-hmm. And they conveniently put two of our goals like right next to each other.
Yay!
Unfortunately, I think this one is just a chart, so we still gotta. I failed to explain this earlier, but the Triforce charts are basically just regular treasure charts functionally, but you have to get them deciphered before you're able to read them and have the location of the treasure appear for you to salvage.
Yes.
So,
deciphered by a mysterious third party.
Yes. Who we will be hopefully revisiting in the next part.
Oh man, the slowdown.
Wait, isn't it just Tingle?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, I spoiled it. My bad.
It's okay. Don't worry, I'm sure we've talked about it like 3 times already. Yeah. See, I'm stuck here. I can't get inside. This is truly the most well-guarded Triforce piece.
This is why we need slow swimming. We can't figure out how to get through tight spaces on our own.
Yeah, they made it just for me. Aonuma traveled into the future to watch this commentary for the Wind Waker to figure out what changes to make in Majora's Mask.
Wow. How flattering that he would travel to the future just to watch our playthrough of Wind Waker.
Mm-hmm.
What a nice
to
guy.
be our only viewer.
He could have used those funds to like find a cure for cancer, to like solve world hunger and poverty. But no, he chose to invest
we got
in
slow swimming.
Time machine technology so that he could travel to the future to watch an obscure and unsuccessful commentary group play an unrelated game.
He hated us so much that he ruined our favorite Zelda game just to spite us.
Yeah. I wasted billions of dollars on this, you fools!
That'll teach them to make my game look boring.
Well, no, it's like a Song of Storms thing, where, like, he learned about, like, how crappy Majora's Mask 3D was from us talking about it in the future. Man, this is so dumb. Join us next time for more dumbness, beautiful people. I hope to see you then.
Except for you, Aonuma. Get out.
And he did.